Boy, Mark, this $20 bill from New Zealand looks pretty similar to mine here from Canada.
Yeah, it's got the Queen on there, but I've still got mine.
Yeah, no, the only difference is yours is now mine, because it was a turbine that ended up finishing this leg first. This was Reeve Williamson.
Yeah, but it wasn't going to be earlier on. I was thinking about that when I was in the helicopter, because you had Mike Pooley there, and he was leading the charge, and he drove extremely well. I watched every line. He knew exactly where he was going, had electrical troubles with the boat, and that really cost him, but he got here.
Yeah, it was really too bad. John Derry then overtook the lead, but then Reeve Williamson pulled up from 3rd place overall, and he ended up passing John by the top.
Yeah, and I saw John once he was a bit rattled once he got in behind Riga, and then he took a couple of wrong turns. He spun the boat, he had to get out of a bad channel, and that cost him as well, and I think he lost probably a minute and a half today.
So 1st and 2nd came in pretty undramatic, but 3rd through 7th, I mean, Roger Preston moved all the way up, started 7th, finished 3rd here, but there was a ton of drama in there.
Well, remember I talked about the trees in this river. If you go into those wrong places, those trees are hard to get in. Cameron Moore went into the trees, he did a U-turn and come out, and of course that's hard because you're going against the flow of the race.
Made a navigational error. We actually, apparently a few people went in there. It looks like quite an obvious channel off to the right on the south bank, and by the time you get into the channel and realise where you are, then you have to double back round, be careful that there's not traffic coming the other way, and get out and get back to the correct junction. It probably cost us a minute, maybe a minute and a half. 2 boats went past while we were up there. But we were lucky, you know, we managed to turn around, keep the boat on the plane, do a U-turn and get out of there. So looking forward to the downstream leg and avoid those irrigation channels.
So CX frontrunner Callum McKenzie, he got in the trees so deep, it was so tight, he ended up having to jump a log out, but it was touching wings on either side.
Yeah, that's right, but he only just touched his wings and he did get through it, which shows you that if you slow down, you can usually get through.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting river there today. All the water that we usually follow the blue water, and it just drew us straight into the willow trees, and so we went into, I know the river reasonably well. I only grew up 10 kilometres up the road and always know to stay away from those irrigation ponds. Well, we got led in there, and I saw a bit of an out, so I thought I'll go there, and it just come in and in and in to the point where there was a tree line across the river, and so we just had to put our foot down, jump it, and we popped out of a little 2-metre gap beside a patrol boat back into the mainstream and carried on.
So of course Aaron Morrison was in even deeper.
Yeah, we had a bit of a moment in the willow trees. Yeah, the river was big channel, and we were catching Kevin Hyde in front of us, and just sort of come around this corner. It's getting narrower and narrower and narrower, and we couldn't see any shoots off, and we're obviously a bit excited and going in there a bit hot, and come to the end and straight into the willow trees. So yeah, lost the wings and a bit of damage down the side.
So that's a wrap for leg 1 coming upstream. Lots of drama, but they're going to be ensued for even more going down.
Yeah, but I think that's actually not as bad going down this river, because it doesn't feed you into the trees, because it usually has really small outlets on the way coming the other way. Going down doesn't take you into the trees. I think it's a little bit easier, and the speed will be up because this is a really fast flowing river, so you could be up in some of those boats 10 to 15 mile an hour.
Well, we're going to see here another 70 kilometres heading back down.